Annyeong! It's K-Wave with Hongbin on Money FM 89.3. Welcome to K-Wave. I'm Hongbin Jeong, your South Korean living right here in Singapore to tell you all about the Korean wave. And it's K-Influencer today. And today is all about K-beauty. I mean, Korean beauty has completely transformed the skincare landscape by introducing game-changing rituals like double cleansing, skin-loving essences, and the iconic cushion compacts and lip tints. But what makes K-beauty so appealing and why are beauty enthusiasts worldwide embracing it? Well, this one influencer knows all about K-beauty and your must-haves in your daily skincare routine. I feel like I have much to learn from her, and I hope you can pick up some one or two tips from her as well. So joining me today is Amelia Alexander, who is a beauty content creator, also known as Glowy Amy, which is at GLOWYAME on Instagram. Hi, Amelia. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining me, Amelia. Before we get started, I just want a quick introduction of yourself. Can you help me introduce yourself?
My name is Amelia. I'm based in Singapore and I'm known as Glowy Amy on Instagram. I do all skincare related contents, basically brutally honest review of skincare products that I tried. And yeah, I also share skincare tips, product recommendation, mostly for my oily, sensitive skin, since that's my skin type. And yeah, I also travel pretty often as well. So I post about popular or trending skincare products, drugstore, skincare shops from the places I go to.
Okay.
So yeah, overall, I've been creating content for about 2.5 years now.
Oh, wow. 2.5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Amelia, I've seen your content. You have a variety of content, but you have a lot of content on K-beauty as well. What made you venture into K-beauty?
Going way back, it all actually started during the pandemic. So yeah, just a little bit of background. I did not have a skincare routine until about like 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So the only product I used was this Cetaphil cleanser. You can still find it on Watsons or Guardian.
Yeah.
And sometimes moisturizer if I wasn't like too lazy. No sunscreen, no serum, no toners and all that. Of course, my mom always encouraged me to take care of my skin. She bought me all these products, but I just wasn't interested at all. And yeah, I would just use them only when she like scolded me. So yeah, when I moved to Singapore by myself during middle school, so my mom was no longer there to scold and force me all the time. So yeah, I just totally stopped using all the products and yeah, just like Cetaphil cleanser for years. I literally like grew up with it. But surprisingly, my skin was pretty clear. I did not have acne and all that until about 4 years ago. I went to the gym. Yeah, I started going to the gym basically like every day at that point. And you know, like when you work out, you sweat and your skin build up all those like bacteria, oil. And on top of that, I did not have any skincare routine at all. And I didn't know what's double cleansing and like moisturizing and everything. So I just started breaking out very, very badly all over my face. Like huge red pimples with like nasty white pus all over.
Oh, no.
So yeah, it was also during the pandemic and you know, we all had to like wear masks everywhere.
Right.
And on top of the hot weather in Singapore. So yeah, it just made my skin its worst condition. And yeah, of course, it affected my confidence a lot. So I started researching more about skincare, learning more about the skincare ingredients. I watched a ton of YouTube, Instagram. And at that point, everyone was just talking about Korean products. So
Okay.
yeah, I bought almost everything that were popular and recommended by the YouTubers. So yeah, that's how my obsession for K-beauty started.
Okay.
And yeah, and why I started doing content creation is because it was during the pandemic. So we stay home all the time, 24/7. And I also work from home. I couldn't go out. And yeah, I just desperately needed a creative outlet. And I love taking photos, documenting my life on my private Instagram. So I thought, why not just combine all my passions together and actually help people like me? So
I
that's how
see.
Glowy Amy started.
Oh, that's a very interesting story. I mean,
Yeah.
looking at you, I saw a glimpse of you. I would not even imagine that you had bad skin because your skin is glowing at the moment.
No, I'm still breaking out right now. It's just the lighting. But yeah, thank
Oh.
you.
Well, Amelia, you have a lot of content, not only in K beauty, but it seems like you've already got, other brands as well. There's also J beauty as well. But in your opinion, what distinguishes Korean skincare from other skincare routines?
For example, in my opinion, Korean and Japanese skincare are not too far off from each
Mm.
other. For J Beauty, I found that they work more on anti aging, preventing fine lines, wrinkles, and basically more
Mm.
prevention and long term care. But K Beauty, I noticed they use more like natural fermented ingredients
Mm-hmm.
like snail mucin, bee propolis, rice water,
Mm.
ginseng, and all that. So yeah, I feel like the Korean approach is a lot more gentle compared to Western skincare, for example.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
so I found that after trying so many products, I feel like Western skincare products tend to focus more on active, like
Mm-hmm.
your BHA, AHA, all those exfoliating acids, which are indeed great if you use it properly, but also can be irritating when you
Mm-hmm.
overdone it, as like many of us tend to do, including myself. So when you over
Okay.
exfoliate, you will end up
Mm.
destroying your skin barrier, especially
Mm-hmm.
if you have like sensitive skin. So yeah, I feel like Korean skincare have like softer approach. They focus a lot more on hydration, basically healing the skin barrier first to fix the root cause.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have a good base, a strong skin barrier, your skin will be healthy and you will not break out that often.
Mm.
And that's also why you'll find ingredients like amazing for skin barrier, like ceramides, centella, cica, niacinamide in most Korean skincare.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks
Yeah.
like you know a lot about Korean skincare and the types of Korean skincare, what ingredients they use. So, were there a lot of trial and error in terms of, some skin types won't match with, certain type of ingredients? For you, you did mention that you had oily skin. Did you have to go through a lot of trial and error to find the right products for you?
Yes, especially during the beginning when I haven't tried a lot of skincare products.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was just like basically relying on Google on which
Mm.
ingredient that is suitable for my skin. But yeah, right now after trying so many products, and I was lucky enough to be sent products by a lot of brands as well.
Mm.
So yeah, so I feel like I know which ingredients that are good for my skin and which one are not. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, in your experience with all these K beauty products, what are some of the most effective skincare treatments or steps that are commonly included in a Korean skincare routine?
If you're talking about most effective, so what's fun about Korean skincare is that you
Mm-hmm.
can mix and match products like your
Okay.
essence with your ampoules and sheet masks, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe there is no one size miracle product or like one skincare step that is more effective than the other.
Yeah.
So, like for example, your toner, it will help your skin to better absorb your
Mm-hmm.
products that you use. But if you just use it by itself without following with like a hydrating serum or
Mm-hmm.
moisturizer, the toner by itself, it won't give you enough like hydration.
Mm.
So for me, I believe that each product that you choose, each skincare step, they work together to create the results that you want. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, also,
Yeah.
Amelia, South Korea is known for its so called 10-step skincare routine. As a Korean myself, a lot of people have asked me,
Yeah.
do you have or do you do this 10-step skincare routine? And even if you watch,
Yeah.
a reality show, taking a look into the life of a celebrity and they show the skincare routine, it's
Yeah.
usually very long. Have you tried it yourself and would you recommend it?
Okay, I'm actually curious as well if Korean actually do this. Do you do this?
No, no. Maybe I
Yeah.
would ask a more Korean person than I am, but yeah, for me, my 10-step skincare routine does not exist. But for my mom, I think she is very,
Yeah.
she's always also like your mom, nagged me about having a
Yeah.
skincare routine, and I definitely believe her skincare routine is about an hour long. She
Oh
takes
my
very
goodness.
long to get ready for bed.
Okay,
So
good
have
for her.
you so have you tried it yourself?
I did it once, but it's just like for content purposes.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, layering like 10 products seems a little too much.
Yeah.
And I personally will not recommend anyone doing so. So yeah, I feel like it depends on your skin type as well. So more
Okay.
products doesn't mean better as well. In fact, like all
Mm.
those textures piling up together, they will like congest your pores and
Mm-hmm.
it may result in breakout, especially if your skin is on the oilier side
Mm.
and sensitive. Yeah. So if your skincare goal doesn't require all 10 steps, just don't do it.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think there are better products now, and it requires you. I mean, there are like products that have 3-in-1, so I would assume your steps gets reduced from there. But Amelia, I'm very curious here. Are there any Korean skincare product favorites that you have at the moment that you would never miss out on your skincare routine?
So this is like a tough question because I have a lot of favorites. But one product that I always talk about on my Instagram as well, and I feel like
Yeah.
all my followers will know what this is the Dive In Skin Booster from Torrident.
Okay.
So yeah, this is like a toner, more like a milky essence.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing if you have dehydrated skin because it gives you deep hydration. I'm probably
Mm.
on my 7 or 8 bottle at this point.
7 or 8? Oh my goodness. And how
Yes,
long?
I've been using it. I think one bottle can last me for about like 5 months,
Oh,
6 months.
wow. Okay.
Yeah. And
Alrighties.
also the snail and peptide essence from Jumiso
Mm.
is amazing for redness and a skin barrier as well. Yeah.
Mm.
So those two are like my favorites and it's just a staple in my routine right now.
I think I should check them out as well. But Amelia,
Yes, you should.
I've been
Yeah.
taking a look at some of your content, and you did also mention earlier in our conversation that you do travel, and you've traveled all the way to South Korea as well. And of course, you visited the famous Olive Young, the so-called skincare
Yes.
makeup heaven for those who
Yes.
love everything K-beauty. Once you step in, you're just bound to spend too much money than you
Yeah.
planned. So tell us, Amelia, what are your top picks you recommend people to buy at Olive Young? I mean, what are some of your favorite products that you believe everyone should have in their skincare stash?
This is like another tough question
Uh
because
huh.
yeah. So if you visited Olive Young, you know like it's
Mm-hmm.
huge and you will be overwhelmed with like the insane selections.
Mm.
So yeah, again Torrident, my favorite brand. And yeah, I haven't stopped talking about it. I can't stop talking about it. Yeah, and also the Jumiso, the one that I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned earlier. And
Mm.
also the Be Plain, the Korean brand as well, specifically on their Cicatrol line.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing for sensitive skin and acne.
Mm.
And another of my current favorite, I'm sure some of you guys will have like heard of it before. It's called Apple Barrier 365 Cream from
Mm-hmm.
Estura. Yeah, it's pretty popular in Korea and it's like slowly getting popular globally as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I actually posted a video on my Olive Young recommendation
Mm-hmm.
from my last visit back in December.
Mm.
So yeah, do check it out.
Okay, but I did see them, and then you did have a
Yeah.
video of the must buys and the buys, as in
Yes.
BYE. So, what are some products that we maybe should avoid?
This is tough again because again it all depends on your
Mm-hmm.
skin type. So the product that I featured on that video is specifically based on my experience and my
Mm-hmm.
skin type. Yeah, so it's really tough to say which product not to buy and which product. Yeah.
I see.
It all
Okay,
depends on your skin
we
type.
won't press you on that. But I'm very curious. When you do travel to South Korea and you know that you're going to visit Olive Young, do you only visit once, or do you see yourself visiting multiple times throughout your trip?
Definitely multiple times. Like every Olive Young inside, I will just like go inside.
Aren't they all the same? Do they, or do you spot something different every time you go inside?
Okay, I found that smaller outlets, smaller
Mm.
stores, they tend to have a little bit of more stocks of those popular items. So sometimes
Oh,
the
giving us
product
some
is like
tips
sold out.
here.
Yeah, so sometimes it's like sold out in the bigger store, but
Mm-hmm.
if you find it in the smaller store, you might find it there. Yeah.
Oh, Okay. Do you go
Yeah.
in knowing that what you want to buy, or do you tend to, try something new, and when you see something you might think, "Oh, maybe I should try this," or do you have a set list that you always walk in with?
I do not have a list, which is highly not recommended because you end up spending more money than you intended to. Yeah. But for me, it's a mix of both because I'm doing
Mhm.
content as well. So
Mm.
yeah, I love trying out new products for my followers. So yeah,
Okay.
it's a mix of both.
I see. And before we let you go here, Amelia, what
Yeah.
tips would you have to give to beginners who want to incorporate, Korean skincare products into their routine?
For me, the most important is just note that every skin is different. So
Mm-hmm.
if the product works well for your favorite influencer, let's say,
Mm.
it doesn't guarantee that the product will work on your skin. So
Right.
it's like pretty much trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
And also don't go into K beauty thinking that you will walk out with like those poreless glass skin. That is yeah, be patient with your product. There are no overnight results. Just keep your expectations in line and just like have fun.
Yep. And just because
Yeah.
they do, or you believe that they do 10-step skincare routine doesn't mean it will always work. Well,
Yes, exactly.
thank you so much, Amelia, for joining me
Thank
today.
you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. We've been speaking to Amelia Alexander. She is a beauty content creator. And if you do want to check her out and her content and all everything K beauty, you can check her out on Instagram. That's at Glowy Amy, which is GLOWYAME. And that's all for your influencers today. I'm Hongbin Jeong, and this has been K Influencers on K Wave right here on Money FM 89.3.
Money FM 89.